Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to finally share the review of Lucia and Anna Maria's relationship in this, movie that I recently just watched. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know your opinion.
Ej, ditko rakutam. A bi probala? A si že kdaj videla moškega golega?
Sestra Patricia vozi traktor.
Res? Ja,
Yes, so basically it is Slovenian coming of age film about Lucia, a shy Catholic school career member who awakening is basically triggered during a weekend retreat at the convent while navigating her intense friendship with the charismatic Anna Maria and exploring her building desires that she have been feeling. The plot follows Lucia's journey of exploration as she confronts society and religious pressure. Shifting from her mother's expectations, the introvert, she quickly develops a close relationship with an outgoing and popular Anna Maria, who helps her navigate the world of teenage beyond the school strict religion education. Lucia's attraction to a construction worker becomes source of internal conflict, straining her friendship with Anna. She also starts to feel attracted to Anna as Anna, well, basically tells her that she's not interested in her in some way, somehow. Anna still finds a way to basically lead, in this case, Lucia on. But in this case, Lucia, she started to feel like maybe Anna does like me. Maybe she is attracted to me. Why she's so kind to me? Why does she look at me that way? What is going on? And obviously, Anna also kissed her a couple of times, and that led, in this case, Lucia to think that there might be something more when it comes to Anna. But later on, Anna obviously told her that she was just, trying to help her out for her to figure out what is her real like intentions and what she really feels. But there was no second intentions towards, exploring anything with her in that matter. Because, like I said, Lucia actually starts to get basically the sense they went to the retreat. She got like an attraction towards this, construction worker who used to go and, help build the Catholic and all of that. And also, we can see that Anna Maria, in this case, she started to see and notice that in this case, Lucia, she was interested in him. But, she was like, hey, what you gonna do? You're gonna approach him, you're gonna speak to him. But she also knew she cannot do or she cannot approach the guy because she's, like I said, she's on a religious street in this case, and she needs to be free of all of those thoughts and things that she wants to do. And obviously you can see that Anna Maria some way somehow was trying to help her to make sense of everything. She was there to guide her, to lead her, to showcase her, hey, you have to figure out what you want, what you believe. But also you can see that Anna Maria, there came a different side of her later on as she started to notice that Lucia, she was getting, more attracted to the construction work, and some way somehow it did end up affecting their relationship as well, especially after, Anna, there was a situation that happened that led to, them basically, going separate ways, because you can see that Anna Maria, she was starting to feel something some way somehow. Guys, you have to understand the movie is not in English, so I kind of find it hard when it comes to the subtitles. But what I could come across is that Anna Maria, she started to distance herself from Lucia, and obviously Lucia, she started to feel left out of the group. And then also there was a whole situation that also happened with her and her core, leader who, was also putting a lot of pressure on her to perform and to sing better, like, in the choir in this case. And obviously they can say Anna Maria started to distance herself from her, and it also led, Lucia to be a little bit more alone. And also you can see that somewhere somehow Lucia, she was affected for the fact that she and Anna Maria, they were no longer close to one another as once upon they were. But obviously, things end up happening, and later on you can see that Anna Maria, she also had like not a good, very intent, because there was a situation that happened in the bathroom where she recorded, in this case, Lucia. And Lucia, when she found out about it, you can see that Anna Maria was making fun of her regarding the situation, and she wasn't having, and she definitely 100% wasn't happy with it. So later on, they kind of had like, I won't say a conversation, but they could basically like just acknowledge that maybe the best thing for them is for them to be apart and not be friends no more. even though there was a like an attraction, it was just not an attraction that they have decided to explore, because like I said, they just realized that, the feeling isn't mutual. Because I will not say that in this case, Lucia, she was 100% attracted to Anna, but there was things that attracted Anna to her, because like I said, Anna was very nice to her. She embraced her since the moment she got to the convent. She was helping her out in the choir. She kissed her a couple of times, making her, and I think, like, I in this case, Lucia think maybe she liked me or not, but later on, obviously, she clarified that, she wasn't interested at all. Or maybe she was, but she also just have decided not to engage in the feelings because, of, the lie, because of the situation that they are in. But the movie is very good, it's very, very, very slow. I would have to say that it's a very slow movie. And if you guys are interested in the movie name is Little Trouble Girls. I will repeat it, Little Trouble Girls. I had to watch it with subtitles because it was impossible for me to try to make sense of what was going on. So that's why I'm saying, my commentary might be a little bit all over the place, but more of the story, it's about, like I already said in the plot, is regarding a girl that basically wants to make sense of what she is feeling, and obviously she ends up meeting Anna Maria that helps her some way somehow to understand what she is feeling. And and later on she also meets the construction worker, who also nothing happened with the construction worker. And you guys can also see, like, by the end of the movie, she actually finally approached the construction worker to order to give him back his t-shirt that in this case Anna Maria have stolen from him, while he wasn't, aware. So then when she gave it back, in this case Lucia, at the end of the movie, you can see they kind of had like eye contact in a very strange situation, but end up having like eye contact. And later on, you can see that nothing happened. And after the convent, you can just see that finally, like Linda's kid Lucia, she found her peace. She was just by herself. I feel like she said a self-awakening call, something like that. Because at the end scene of the movie, you can see her alone with nobody by her side, no friends, not her mother, nobody. It was just her, eating grapes. So basically, for me, what you could say, like according to my personal perspective of the movie, it's just that she is still trying to find her inner peace, and she have just decided to distance herself from everything and everyone that was making her feel certain feelings or certain situations. Yes, the movie is kind of confusing if you ask me. I feel like maybe if it were in English, it would have been a little bit more understanding to me. Or if I would have read or understood the subtitles better, I would have had a different context regarding the movie. But that is the plot of the movie, guys. And if you want to watch the movie, I would highly recommend you also go to Apple TV, and it's also available to buy or to rent on Prime Video depending on your location. Yes, I will always say that, depending on your location, because like I said, it is a Slovenian movie, so it might not be available on all platforms. So if you guys are interested, Apple TV, Prime Video, and I feel like other platforms as well might be also available to rent in this case. Me personally, I will highly rate this movie a strong 7 out of 8. I had a little bit higher expectations because it was, promoted a lot, along the months, but it didn't deliver what I thought. So I will just give it a 7 out of 8 because of the context of the movie. So yes, guys, that's my opinion on this interesting movie that I will highly recommend you also watch. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Until the next video, I hope you all have enjoyed this one. Until the next video, and goodbye.